And we back with another one. Y'all already know what it is. This Dash Journal, where I talk some shit that might motivate you, might inspire you, or might just get you to start thinking. Y'all already know I'm speaking from a perspective and a point of view of my life journey and the shit that I go through on a daily basis. So take what resonate with you, you know what I mean, and try to learn from it. With all that being said, today what I want to talk about is it's really you versus you. What I mean by that is like it's you versus you. You gotta look within yourself and figure out like, yo, what am I doing wrong, or what can I improve on in this lifetime, in my life journey. Don't get me wrong. We gonna have haters, especially if you're doing good. If you're doing something good in life, or if you prosper in some form of way in life, you're gonna have some people that's gonna hate on you. You're gonna have haters. You're gonna have people that want to come around and try to diminish what you're doing or diminish what you got going on. But that shouldn't stop you. That shouldn't stop you. Let me tell y'all something. Like what other people value as success shouldn't be what you value as success. You gotta look deep inside yourself and say, yo, what in this lifetime can I do to make myself feel like I achieved or I'm accomplishing what I was set out to do within this lifetime? You get what I'm saying, y'all? It's more or less like people be wanting you to do what they doing. People be wanting you to have they success. That's why I always preach this. Sometimes you got to spend a lot of time by yourself. Spending time by yourself, it reshapes your values. It reminds you that, like, yo, what do I want to do with this life? Not what the whole crowd think is is great, or what the whole crowd think is like is success. No, what do I want to do with my life? How do I want to live my life? How do I want to progress with this life? How do I want people to, not even people to see, I said it wrong, but not how people to see me as, but how do I want to see myself as? In the next 5 years, where do I want to see myself as? You get what I'm saying, y'all? So it's really a you versus you thing. And it's you versus you because you got to eliminate. A lot of times we think we got to add to our life, but it's really, we got to eliminate from our life. We got to eliminate the bad things. Like, recently, I stopped smoking weed, but in order to fall asleep, out here and there, I would smoke a cigarette, and I realized like, yo, that's worse than the weed. You get what I'm saying? So, and I'm learning that I can't just be adding things, subtracting things, but adding worse things. Like I stopped drinking. I stopped drinking. I used to think drinking the was the main part of my success. I used to think drinking was the main part of my success. You get what I'm saying, y'all? But it wasn't. I'm creative. I'm creative on my own. I'm a creative person. Period. Like I don't need to drink to be creative. I don't need to have any other influences besides my brain to be creative. I can be creative without smoking. I can be creative without drinking. I just gotta challenge myself. Of course, at first when you so used to creating while you drinking, while you smoking, while you doing certain things, you're gonna think that that's the one of the driving forces that help you. But in reality, it's really you. If you want something out of life, you gotta do it. Like, you gotta really take the time out and think like, yo, what do I want out of life? How can I get this done? You gonna have haters. You gonna have people that's trying to downplay your dreams. That's trying to downplay your action. That's trying to downplay what you're doing. But you can't let that matter. You can't. Like I'm learning. Like, I got high energy. My energy is always on high. And people used to always be like, "Oh, you cocky, you this, you that." And I realized it was not. I'm not cocky. I have such a high self belief, and they don't believe in themselves, that it make them insecure about they self because they see my energy and they like, yo, how can he be like this all the time? We gotta just learn to just cut out the outside noise, find out what you want, and be like, yo, What's holding me back? What's holding me back? And what am I doing that's holding me back? Not what the outside people think is holding you back. What am I doing that's holding me back? Think about that, y'all. I don't want to make this a long video because I'm on my way to the gym right now, and I just wanted to give y'all, what I've been thinking about today. Like I always just give y'all what's on my mind. And today what's on my mind was I was just woke up thinking like, yo, what am I doing wrong? Like, what am I doing wrong that I could be doing better? It's always you versus you, y'all. It's not you versus nobody else. Because when you put yourself out, and you put yourself against the world, you living up to their values and what they value. And if you like, say for instance, you going against somebody and like you want revenge, the only way you gonna see success in what you're doing is if you're better than them. So, but what if they just never stop? What if you going against somebody like us that's watching this video, and that's never gonna stop. That don't let nothing bother them. That don't even compete with nobody. Now you competing with them, and they competing with themselves. And people that compete with themselves usually go the furthest. I'm telling you that. So it's like, don't measure your success by what you see other people doing or how you can get revenge on anybody. Don't get revenge. Don't look for revenge. Have your own self-value. Have your own self-value. I'm telling you that, y'all. With that being said, it's a you versus you battle. It's a you versus you battle. Don't look what you doing wrong. Look what you doing wrong. Say, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? How can I be better? What aspect in my life, or what aspect in whatever I'm trying to get better at, how can I get better in that aspect? You understand what I'm saying, y'all? So with all that being said, y'all already know what time it is. Keep growing. Let's keep growing. Let's keep getting better. Let's keep doing better. And let's keep being better people for ourselves. Because if you can be better for yourself, the more you love yourself, the more love you can get in the world. It's not you versus the world. It's you versus you. Remember that, y'all. That being said, I'm out of here. Peace.